Bona, and welcome to the Indaba Africa Rundown. With Secretary of State Mike Pompeo just having completed his brief visit to Africa, a three-country tour which included Senegal, Angola, and Ethiopia, he's now headed off to Saudi Arabia, where he's currently at. So what do we make of this visit, which was focused heavily on entrepreneurialism and U.S. foreign direct investment, which, of course, is the key pillar of the three-pillar strategy announced in December 2018 for Africa for the Trump administration. He also met with the African Union chairperson, Musa Mahamat, while he was in Addis Ababa. So what do we get from this? Well, despite what analysts talked about incessantly, China was not the total focus of the trip. China was not really mentioned directly, although Secretary of State Pompeo did obliquely mention China and practices of countries that may not be the best partners for Africa from his perspective. So it did come up, but it certainly was not an effort by Pompeo to poke the bear, so to speak. We also see that the focus of this trip was heavily on the new Africa strategy announced back in December of 2018, in which foreign direct investment and U.S. trade with Africa was the key pillar of that three-pillar strategy. So this was also finally a high-level visit, the first since the Commerce Secretary and the President's daughter both made trips to Africa. It's refreshing to see a senior U.S. official make a trip to the continent. It'd be nice if it was a little bit longer, but at least the continent got some attention. Trade, not aid, seems to be the focus or the order of the day. The recent announcement of bilateral trade agreement with Kenya should be of interest. And for those paying attention to the new Africa strategy that was announced, as I mentioned, December of 2018, the administration said that trade, not aid, was the focus for our government. This would be a follow-through and carrying through on that promise, although it's been a while since the promise was made. So it's interesting to see the administration make an effort to look at entrepreneurialism, trade, and investment. So what will we see now? Will we see more from Washington towards Africa in the near future? This I don't hold out much in the way of hopes. I suspect that the administration, finally freed from its opponents attempting to remove the president from office, have finally found a little bit of breathing space and actually able to focus on the continent briefly. But his opponents and detractors will not stop attempting to remove him. So the focus on Africa will be short-lived and we won't see much. What we have seen is the proposed 2021 budget from the administration includes significant cuts in foreign assistance to Africa, specifically in the health field, most specifically in the President's Emergency Program for AIDS Relief, a program that was done on an emergency basis, which is now approaching 2 decades of existence. So we'll see what happens with that. But with the proposed reduction in aid to Africa and the emphasis on trade, bilateral agreements with Africa to come after the expiration of the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act, it seems clear that whatever effort the Trump administration puts in Africa, it will be on trade, not aid. Thank you very much for tuning in, and pay attention next time for our next short.